All right. Hey, you're getting this
People
down.
don't
What is
realize
that?
how complicated this is.
No, but
They
you did
just
that
say that
quick.
it looks so easy, right? But it's not
Mhm.
easy. Oh,
No, it's definitely not easy. Definitely not easy.
we've got
And
Michelle from the UK tuning in, and all these wonderful, beautiful people.
yes, and we are now beyond Thanksgiving. So guess what? That means it means this. So
That's
yes,
awesome.
yes, you have 1 month of that.
What a thought.
But hey, you know what? It's Christmas season, and it's actually a time of year to just, if nothing else, remind us to reflect, and that's important, I think.
That's true. That's true.
So welcome in everybody who's popping in. Kashish, Angela, Julie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Bick. Hello, Nikki and Kay Miller. Michelle Gardner Hall from the UK. Good afternoon. Good morning from us to your good afternoon, Miss Michelle Gardner Hall. Rose Flower, good morning, Rose Flower. Nice to see you in. Hey, Elizabeth Kuntz, nice to see you in as well. If y'all have a question, please let us know what the question is. I love this Christmas season. Me too, Rose Flower. Sometimes, some years I feel it more than others. This year I'm feeling it good, so hopefully it's going to be a good one. But if you have a question, folks, make sure you give us the question or say general reading. Without saying that, you're not on the list. So if you've popped in and said hello, that is not enough. You got to give us a question. Otherwise, you're not on the list. Okay? And I'm sure I'll have to repeat that like 10 or 12 times as people pop in. So for those of you who hear it over and over, I apologize. But as people come in, they need to hear that. So we're good. So actually, we got our first question right off the bat. Susan, did you enjoy the Psychic Palooza?
The Psychic Palooza was awesome. I mean, I got to see all these people from all over the country. It was just awesome. I mean, it's like a family. We have this beautiful family together.
Yeah, and we had so much energy, which was
So much
wonderful.
food.
And so much food, which I think helps the energy. And the
And
variation.
Ed was being very generous with his wine.
Yes, yes. He definitely supplied the social lubrication that made everything work even better.
No, we
But
had a good time. And it was fun doing readings too. It's
it
always fun.
was. It was indeed. And I'm going to try to find, while we're up on live today, I'm going to try to find a picture of us all together so folks can see
Oh, I
us.
saw that. That was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. And at the end, everybody, when we finished, what we're talking about is we have a Tuesday night class that's on Zoom. And after the Tuesday night, for those who come to the Tuesday night class, we've been developing a group of folks who actually are great with their abilities and now are also online often. And the cool part is with us doing that now, we decided to get together and just have everybody under one roof and getting to know each other, because most of the time we don't know people only by their name or their image on a screen. So
Right,
it was
right.
really good to see everybody here in one place live, and so it was nice. And
And
so
Dawn, you are our fearless leader. You are the best. You keep everybody.
I don't know about that, but I do know that you know, I don't know if I don't know if I get the blame for that or the applause. I don't know which.
I'll applaud you. I'll applaud you.
And I'm gonna show it. I just downloaded it, so I'm gonna show everybody if I can get it up on the screen.
Oh,
Sometimes it works,
awesome.
sometimes it doesn't. I'm gonna show the picture of all of us together.
And
See,
unfortunately, not all of us could be together because some of them live in other parts of the country and they were
yeah,
unable, they had to spend time with their family, which is understandable.
yep. But but we did have people fly in and
We did.
so we had people from California, from Florida. It was nice. It was
And some
nice.
of them actually stayed with you.
Yes, yes, they did. They did this. We had the house was brimming over, but in a very good way.
It was so funny because they said to my husband, Bill, they said, "Oh, we finally get to see you instead of just your top of your head."
Exactly.
What's the name of his site?
Sonoran Mystic Tarot.
And Bill has his own fan club now too. Everybody that met him here Fell in love with him.
Yeah.
So Bill now has his own fan club.
Yeah, right.
That's cute.
And we can talk about.
We got to keep him happy.
Can you see the pier? Is it up?
It's us. Yep. Got to make
Yep.
it a little bigger though. It's kind of small.
Yeah, unfortunately, it won't let me. Let me try.
Yeah,
One more.
well, that people can see it and then they can lodge it on their phone.
Yep. So that's the cast of characters, folks. That's for the first Psychic Palooza. That was it.
And it's like one big happy family. We're all there to help each other and, support each other. It's just a beautiful thing. They're awesome people.
Absolutely. So let me get back to the real world here. Let me figure out. I think it's there we go. All right then.
There we are.
So with that said, let's get rolling. Let's see if anybody else has popped in too, so I can say hello. We can say hello to them. Michelle.
We're gonna have quite a list here this morning.
Mm-hmm. Angela, love reading. Love readings today. What's up? What's up with these love readings today? We will do them. Let's see. Nita. Hey, Nita. Nice to see you. Miss Bick is from Montreal, Canada. Welcome in, Miss Bick.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it's cold up there.
Yeah, we actually. I was speaking last night to a young couple. One lady who was from Canada. She's just arrived yesterday, so she's visiting, and it was nice to see her. K-Weezy Jones. Hey, K-Weezy Jones. Nice to see you in. K Miller. Yes, we can have a general reading for you as well. Again, if you'd like to be added to the list, let us know what the question is. So yes, Nita, let us know what your question is.
Well, sometimes it's not, one of my friends, she's moving back to Canada and it's not that cold right now, but January and February, ugh.
Nita said she's coming for the next one for sure.
Right. That sounds good. We'd love to have you.
Absolutely. So let's get rolling. Let's see what our first reading is. Our first reading was Nikki, who popped in first. And Nikki's question is, do I have the wrong? I got to change the thing across the bottom because it shows Shauna and not Susan. Hold 1 second. Let me fix that.
You're just too busy, Don. What can I say?
Exactly. We got there. There we go. Got it. Okay. So back to where we were, just a general reading for Nikki.
Nikki. Okay. Let's see what's happening in your life or what is about to happen.
Exactly. And while Susan is looking at that, I want to interrupt her 1 second while she's getting her vibe together and remind people, if you're on Facebook, and if you're on YouTube.
I'm sorry.
There we go. Got those out of the way. It's on you, Susan.
Okay, Nikki, this is very important. You have got choices to make, big time. And I want you to really choose the choice from your heart. What feels right for you? Never mind what other people are telling you, and don't look at everybody else's advice. I want you to really look within and see what feels right. Sometimes you have to close your eyes and say, does this feel right, or is this good for me? But it's really is telling me that you are, you keep trying to work something out and it's not workable, and it's time to let it go. Like Dawn would say, let it go. And it's time to move on. And when you move on, you're coming into a better place because you're moving behind, you're putting behind you a lot of emotional garbage that you need to let go of. And when you do that, you're going to see these choices very clearly, and you're going to know in your heart what feels right, and you'll make the right choice. But never mind about other people and trying to please everybody. This is a time for you. And this is a very important time that you really look within and you make the right decisions. Maybe all your life you've made decisions for other people and, you've always worried about what's best for them. This is the time to worry about what's best for you, to really concern yourself in being happy. And you can have a wonderful life, but put that stuff behind, let it go. Thank you.
Let it
That was
go, let it go. Like the movie says, let it go, let go, let God, let go, let God. Take it off your shoulders. Again, it doesn't serve you in any way whatsoever. If you can't control it, you can't change it. You don't need it on your shoulders. So let it go. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Let me see what I got for Nikki over here. Let it go, let it go. Nikki says she'll be singing it all day. Absolutely. Nikki, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but if you are, then it's time to rekindle that relationship, to give the spark again. However, if you are not, it looks like relationship is coming your way. So again, if you're in a relationship already, spark that candle. I mean, respark that flame, okay? But if you are not, then it looks like one is coming your way. And it's interesting because it's going to add passion back to your relationship. It's going to reinvigorate you. Then guess what, Nikki? You know, relationship means one's coming your way, which is great. And you're going to meet them because they're going to be with somebody who's bringing you news. You're going to be someplace where somebody's telling you a story or talking about somebody you know or one of those things. And when that happens, again, that's going to bring you that opportunity to meet that person. Loving it, loving it, loving it. You're going to not trust them initially, but when you do, even if you trust them or don't trust them, make sure that you give them the shot because you may be happy with what you find. Not maybe, you will be happy with what you find. Okay. And it was going to take work. It's going to take a little bit of work. This relationship is not going to be easy. It's not going to be one that is like instantaneous, amazing, wonderful, no issues. No. This is a bit, because Nikki, I get the impression that between these two cards, you're a little bit drama. And you're so be careful not to share the drama with your relationship. Share it with your mama. So do the drama with your mama and the love with your relationship. Okay. And also, Nikki, do me a favor. Go on to Google or some other search engine, Safari, whatever you use, and type in angel number 77 and see what it says, because I'm getting 2 7s here, 77s. Find out what angel number 77 is. I think you will be pleased with what you see with that as well, because that's what you're being called to as well.
You know what, Don? I think she needs your affirmation. You need to post it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody should have this affirmation. Everybody should be using this affirmation. Remember, when you use this affirmation, you're speaking in the positive, you're speaking in the present. Speak it as you mean it as you say it, because as you put it to the world will bring it back to you. Affirmations are you putting that energy forward. Affirmations are you aligning your energies forward. You are telling your energies what to attract. You're telling your energies what to bring to you. And you're telling your energies also what to repel by not telling them that. So most importantly, let's do it. Let's do it. Here it comes. Boom. There we go. I believe in infinite abundance, and my wants and needs are always met. Say it like you mean it. Mean it like you say it. You only need to say it one time a day. Make it verbal, not just think it, not just want it, not whisper it.
And that clue, Dawn, is like you say, I believe in it.
Yes, in the present tense as well. That's the most important thing. My wants and needs are always met. Now, your wants and needs may not be met in this moment, but what I'm telling you is we are aligning your energies. And so your energies are saying that this is the norm I want. This is the life I want. This is what I deserve. And so you set that expectation, you set that norm, you set that parameter for the energy. And in turn, that energy comes back to you. If you say, someday I will have infinite abundance, someday my wants and needs, someday never comes. Tomorrow never comes. So again, speak it today. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and he said, you know what? I was told to tell the universe what kind of job I want. And I'm like, has that worked for you? And they said, well, not yet. And I'm like, well, that's called manifesting. And I believe in manifesting, but you have to do a certain way. But why don't you, instead of telling the universe what job you want in the future, say it now? He's like, well, but I don't have it. That's the point. By doing your affirmation, by saying, this is the job. This is my job. Say it. My job is this. boom, eventually that job will find you because you've already told the universe, when this criteria happens, it's mine. It's mine. Okay,
Exactly. And
again,
what I would say
affirmation.
too, maybe another affirmation he could say is like, thank you, God, that I have the perfect job for me. One of abundance, prosperity, one I enjoy, that I love, that I'm passionate about, that inspires me, and I have purpose. Say it in all that positive stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, because first of all, if it doesn't work, what have you lost? But I truly believe in them. I know them. I've lived them in my own life and they've worked for me. So, and other people I know and other folks who've used them have come back to me and told me they work. So if you use them and they work for you, then you are no longer stuck. If they don't work and they don't work for you because of whatever reason, maybe you haven't put it out to believe it, or because sometimes it's amazing how we say things, but we're like, okay, I'm going to go with this. I'll try to believe it. Don't try to believe it. When you speak it because you mean it, and mean it because you speak it, and say it with faith and hope and confidence. And I'm telling you, they work. I promise you. I promise you they work. So with
And
that said, go ahead.
another good thing is always say thank you. Thank you for bringing this to
Absolutely.
me.
Yeah, you can never be too thankful. You can never be too gracious in letting spirit know that you appreciate the fact that they are listening, that the universe hears you.
Somebody is saying, hello, can I join the list if you have one? Hello.
Yes, Kashish, I see you, but again, you didn't give a question, and we have now unfortunately filled our list. So you're gonna have to, if you don't mind, come back tomorrow evening when Angie and I are on, and also after we go off here, we're gonna go on with Susan's page. So Kashish, if you follow Susan Grayson over on YouTube, when we leave here, we're going back live on Susan's page. So pop over there as soon as we leave here. Pop over there and make sure that you're on her page, and you'll get a reading today from while we're on Susan's page, because we're doing about an hour here, hour and a half, and then we're popping over there. Okay. So, so again, Kashish and everybody else, if you're on my page, wonderful. But if you could go to Susan's and follow her, subscribe on her, follow whichever you do for Facebook, whatever, do it. And if you were on her site and her links, please do the same to mine. Come over to Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Again, Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And you can't help but find me because I'm across all the social media platforms. So if you type in some Sonoran Mystic Tarot, you're going to say, please, enough already with this guy. With that said, let's get right back to this next question. The next question is for Rose Flower, and Rose Flower says she'll take a general.
General reading for Rose Flower. Okay, Rose Flower. Let's see what's happening. Okay, Rose Flower.
Rose, still getting that conflict. I'm getting internal conflict with you. What's happening, Rose? What is going on with you that makes you conflicted with yourself? Are you having issues with some things that just haven't come through the way you had hoped? Are you dealing with some struggle that in with a relationship or with a business or employment or money? This struggle is this doesn't. I don't get a vibe of relationship. I'm getting a vibe of finance and business. And so I don't know if the money is just not there at the end of the month. Again, more expenses than money coming in, or is it something of confidence in reference to the money and to a job? So Rose, first and foremost, most importantly, make sure that you own yourself. Make sure that you love and embrace yourself, and make sure that you believe in what you can do, because you have got to tell the world and remind the world continuously that you have value, that you are wonderful, and that you are worth the time, effort to be listened to, and you can contribute. With that, Rose Flower, you can change the world. And look at this, talking about changing the world, Wheel of Fortune. So again, Rose, options are coming for you. Again, push your struggle down. Ignore, let the struggle go. Let the struggle go. Have confidence in yourself, because an opportunity is coming along, and that's the opportunity. Again, maybe that's the struggle as well, as the fact is, do I leave what I am doing now? Do I not? I don't think that's the struggle, is that part. I think the struggle part is you having confidence in yourself. And once you put it out there, the world's coming to you and saying, hey, what is it we can do for you? Again, try those abundance. Try the abundance affirmation. And look at this, the Four of Pentacles. The money's getting better. This is that budget. This is that budgetary card. This is that card where, okay, am I spending money in the right places? Again, the money is the budget is turning around. So maybe that conflict also is about budget. But in the end, guess what? Time to celebrate. And Rose, if I were you, once again, what is up today? I'm loving this. Rose, go look up angel number 44. I've got 2 4s back to back, 44. Look up angel number 44. Follow the advice with the angel number 44 as well. What you got, Susan?
Okay, what I have, Rose, is exhausted. You're working too hard. You're worried about money. You're really tired and you need to rest. And as you rest and you give yourself a lot more love, you're going to attract love to you. But you've got to stop worrying so much about money, about everything, and maybe take a little break from work. You know, take some time off if you can for the holidays, because you are just wiped out. And that is why you're feeling so stressed. But as you just kind of calm down and you kind of step back a little and you give yourself a lot of love, that love, people are going to pick up that energy, and they will in turn come to you with that love. You know, it's all connected. It's all energy, right, Don?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
and it's interesting.
Rest. Get some rest. You're going to look at things a lot differently when you feel refreshed.
And I just looked up 44 for you, Rose. And it says here, it carries a message of whatever things don't go your way, instead of complaining or being fearful, accept what happens and trust that everything happens for its own good. And it doesn't mean a lack of insight. You'll eventually realize in the end, in case of the angel 44, it indicates that major life changes are coming up for you. What did I say when I showed you that second card? Sure enough, major life changes are coming up for you, but nothing to be afraid of. Remember that internal conflict. That was the first card. The second was those choices. We will uncover the meaning of the angel, blah, 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 blah. The point is significance in life choices. Encourage yourself to let it go. Again, let that struggle go, Rose. Believe that these things are happening and will align to what is coming to you, which is going to be so much better than where you are now. Go with that knowledge, Rose Flower. While I'm at it, I'm going to look up 77 as well, because I just mentioned that to the previous person. And 77, it says absolutely, what does it say? I'm getting there. It says that you are helping and teaching others to be positive and be an example. I love it. New opportunities and new personal growth is coming your way. So be open to it. Do not shut yourself off at this time. How can you not like that, right?
And then we have a troll, Dawn, a troll.
Oh, how wonderful. That means we must be special because the trolls have found us. Thank you, Mr. Troll. You know, Lord have mercy. And everybody, I think this is really a good thing. This is one of those crazy things to look at. People, when you see this, please, you're welcome to do whatever this is free will. Do whatever you want. But I can tell you that these kind of trolls that are down here, when you see them, what they're telling you is, hey, send me something. I'm going to connect with you. And ultimately, what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge you money for what these guys are doing for you for free.
Right.
And I'm going to rip you off. Now, I will tell you very clearly, folks, these folks are getting very aggressive. I do not send you anything. I don't send friend requests. Susan does not send friend requests. Angie does not send friend requests. Shauna does not send friend requests. You see a pattern here? We do not send friend requests. If you get a friend request from us, it's not from us. Be careful. Do not click that thing. It's not important. If we don't solicit you, the only way we solicit is on here when I say, please hit that like, follow, and subscribe. That's the closest you get. We do not ask you. We do not say something saying, hey, we'll do a reading for you. Send me money. No. The way it works is when you see us here, if you like what you see and you want a very in-depth reading, right on the bottom are Susan's address and my email address, how to reach out to us, how to connect to us. The same thing with Shauna, and the same thing with Angie, and the same thing with Sherry Berry and the entire group of folks that read with us. We respond to you reaching out to us. So again, if you get a troll or anything else that says that they're us, read carefully, because like mine is, so that they've tried naming my name all kind, Sonoran, Misty, Tarot, all these things. Somebody last week reported to us that they made that mistake and they clicked on that thing. When they sent them that, they sent them their money. The folks sent them the money for a reading, never got the reading, lost the money. And then when they looked closer, they found out it wasn't my site. Again, people, we warn you, please don't fall for these folks. These folks will rip you off, though, and then they have no conscience whatsoever. They're not people, even they're bots. So please protect yourself. Don't fall for that mess, okay? I'll get off my soapbox, but that worries me because I just don't want you all taken care of.
I know. You know, you got to be careful of all these hackers and scammers, and it's awful.
Yeah, and Susan and I and Angie and Shauna, we make nothing from coming on here because we want you to have this opportunity. Not everybody has an opportunity to know a psychic or a card reader or a medium. And so we bring this to you, to your home, to your phone, because guess what? Not everybody lives in a big city. Not everybody knows somebody, knows to connect. Some people aren't comfortable walking in. Some countries don't even allow us to do what we're doing. Some countries, and so again, those folks in certain countries who are thrilled to have the opportunity because they can't get it there. That's what we want to do. We want to open the world to this. We want to open the world to the possibilities. To remember that again, it's all about energy, and everything we do is energy. So that's why we do it. We're not here to make a buck on doing these readings on these channels. We do make money doing readings, private readings, and we do charge for those. But we don't go out and tell you, come to here. What we do is when we're here, we mention that we do it there. If you find us there, you email us to that place, then you'll find it. And you'll notice with me specifically, when you get an email from me, I will give you the shocker. Here we go. Are you ready? Let me get the tempe, whatever they call it, the tempo. You won't see it from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. You'll see it from another email address. So you will probably say, who the hell is that? But when you connect it, you'll realize who it's from because of the way that it's thing. So that's another check. If you ever get an email from Sonoran Mystic Tarot at Yahoo or whatever, guess what? It's probably not me because when I respond, it comes from a very different email address. And why do I do that? Because again, it's a checks and balance. So you know that it's from me and not from some person trying to be me. With that said, I'll get off the soapbox. You want to add anything to that, Susan?
It's legit. I mean, we've been doing this for many years. I've been doing this for all my life, We do it because we want to help guys. We're not doing this because, we're, trying to run your life. We're trying to help you.
Miss Bick says, why is A acting hot and cold again? Is it going to get more balanced with your connection?
Okay, let's see here. Acting hot and cold, huh? Well, let me say this. I feel like this person is happy with the way things are. They're not trying to make it better. They're not trying to make it worse. They're not going backwards, but they're not going forwards either. And it looks like they're very concerned about themselves more so than they are about you. So I think, I don't know, if you want something more out of this relationship, you're going to have to probably move on to somebody else. What do you get, Don?
First thing I get is I feel like, again, the person has a lot going on. They don't have good focus. And so, again, in their personal life, a lot is going on, and they don't feel comfortable. They don't feel comfortable telling you everything. This is the Nine of Swords. They're really going through a bit of a struggle right now. But they have been hurt in the past when they've opened up and shown themselves to be vulnerable. People have taken advantage of that. People have used that against them, or they have it thrown back in their face. And so they're not quite comfortable yet to open up completely about the struggle they're going through. And again, part of their struggle is, again, they have a lot of stuff happening. And so they don't have focus. And what they need, you need to help. What I would suggest to you is, if you want a good relationship, and again, I think this does have an ending right in front of it sometime soon with the struggle he's going through. But again, what I would suggest is, if you want to help and you want to make sure this relationship works, you need to have a conversation to say, hey, I can help you. I can help you clarify some things in your life, or I can help you take some things off your plate, or maybe I can give you some consult, maybe by the two of us, we can talk it through and maybe you'll see something different. Give that person an opportunity to have a conversation, an open and frank conversation, and let them have their limitations, because again, they're not going to be trusting completely to you. Again, that's what this card says. They've been bit before. So they're not going to completely trust you, but they can open up on one or two things, and then you can help them with those. By doing that, you show them that you are open and you're good counsel to them. And eventually they may open up to the other things as well. This will pass. This too will pass. And the question is, will you be patient enough as it does work itself through, or will you get frustrated to the point where you realize, I just need something more from my relationship? That's the question you have to answer for yourself. Anything else you have, Susan?
No, that's it. You covered it.
All righty then. Next is, let's see who else. Michelle Gardner Hall. Michelle, are you here? We're doing a love reading for Michelle. Then it's Angela and Elizabeth in that order. Angela, Elizabeth, and Kay. If you are here, you'll get a reading. If you're not here, we're moving on past you. So Michelle, Angela, Elizabeth, and Kay, let us know you are still here, please. Michelle is here. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
She wants a love reading. Huh?
Good morning, Angie. Nice to see you in. Yes, we are warm and awake. It's very cozy right here, so I'm liking it. And I'm sitting, of course, by the windows, so got some sun coming in. Angela said she's still here as well. Thank you so much.
I'm dropping the cards here.
Uh-oh, Michelle, she's throwing the cards at you. Oh, my Lord.
Unfortunately, they're falling on the floor.
Oh, no, that's not good. That happened to me.
I just don't see a whole lot of love here. I don't think it's time. I think she's dealing with so many other things right now that like maybe taking some trips and some struggles and having, it's time to really make sure that your feelings are getting considered and that you are being understood, because you're going through a little bit of battles here. But you can create what you want, but I just don't feel like, I think there's a lot of things you're working out right now that you have to wait. The love's coming, but it's not around the corner. It's a little ways down the road. And just take care of yourself right now and make sure you're being treated properly. Make sure you're getting what you want in life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What I'm picking up is that, Michelle, I'm getting some self-doubt. Again, I'm getting self-doubt that you kind of go to the dark side from time to time, in the sense of you kind of allow, I don't know, you kind of sulk and kind of sometimes, I guess you would say, wallow in your I don't know, in the singleness and in not finding the right person and all those things. And what that does is it creates this vortex of energy that winds up creating the same result over and over again. So again, first and foremost, let's get that abundance. Michelle, let's get that abundance conversation going. Make sure you're saying this. Make sure you're saying this, and make sure you believe it. Believe it when you say it. Say it when you believe it. Okay. So let's start doing that. That's going to be a first kind of breakthrough for you, in my opinion. From there, again, I do see, I see again a situation where this opportunity, this is passing. This will pass, because this is a 10. So the cycle is coming to a close. And it's interesting because with this new cycle, I see we also have a new troll as well. How wonderful. Mr. Jane Wilson, Mrs. Jane Wilson, Miss whatever pain in the butt. Thank you so much for stopping in and being a troll. Anyway, back to where I was. The point is, the cycle is coming to an end, and finances are going to change, which is nice. But I do see somebody coming down the road. But again, for you to bring them in, and this is somebody who is wonderful, because this is somebody who's going to bring you a lot of happiness. This is King of Cups. King of Cups is happiness, it's joy, it's whatever, and it brings you emotional fulfillment. It's also going to be a little bit tumultuous, but you like a little bit of tumultuousness in your relationships, and so it's coming. But to bring it to a close, make sure you stop this. Stop the negativism. Stop feeding into the pessimism. Stop the, I don't know, I can't, I won't, I don't want, nobody loves me, nobody likes me. You know what? If you keep telling the universe that, guess what the universe is going to tell you? Nobody likes you, nobody loves you, you're not worth it, because you're telling the universe. Again, let's do this here, right here. Repeat it over and over, okay? And you will be surprised at how you'll flip the script, okay? So hopefully it helps you. Next in line. Yeah, she says she has been sulking. Yeah, that's what the cards say too. So again, shake the sulk. Shake that. You're coming into a happy season. Embrace all the joys of this season. Focus on other people, focus on other things. Get out of your head, get out of your own way. And when you go to a party during this season, be that vivacious person. Even if you're not comfortable being vivacious, even if you're not comfortable being that sunshine when you walk into a room, for this season specifically, be the sunshine. Walk in and be the person whom you want to be. If you be the person you want to be for a period of time, guess what happens? You become the person you want to be, because again, you're putting that energy out there. Okay, Michelle?
Sometimes we have to act it. We have to put on a little acting. Yes, we feel wonderful, we feel great, and eventually you will.
Absolutely.
Just like Sonny, Bono, and Cher, they were really struggling. They didn't have money, but they kept acting like they were rich, and they were rich. What you believe, you draw energy in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Next in line is Angela, and Angela is still here. She said she's here. The other two also have said they're here, which is nice, and that's Elizabeth. So love reading. Thanks. I'm open-minded. All
okay,
right.
Angela. Okay. Love reading. Oh, everybody wants that love. Well, love yourself first. Let's see what's going on. The love. Love. Ooh, okay. There's somebody from the past that you haven't quite got over. Or maybe you need to kind of visit that. Somebody that maybe you can reconnect with. It's not impossible. And it's like you have a lot of decisions presented to you right now, a lot of choices to make, and saying, you know what? Don't do anything yet. Wait a couple of months. Then you'll feel more confident in your decision making. That's when you really go after what you want. But the love thing, regardless, you got the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. But there's something about the past that you need to resolve or revisit, or somebody. And that's going to help you understand where you are now and where you're coming from and where you want to go. And maybe your whole perspective on love and your whole ideas of what it used to be, maybe that's changed, but don't give up hope. You're going to be very, very happy. You get the sun, and the sun's going to shine for you. So yes.
The only thing I'd add more to that is laugh more, please. This is the Fool card. It's telling you in your life you need to laugh more. You need to have more fun. You need to just let things go. Sometimes go out and have fun. Go out and have fun. It's amazing how we schedule our work, we schedule meals, we schedule time with friends. The one thing we never schedule is fun. So on your schedule, I would strongly suggest you say, between the hours of 7 and 8, if you can't automatically find the fun, then I would schedule it in your schedule and say, today between 7 and 8, I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to, and if it means fun as in watching funny videos on your phone, fine. If it means reaching out to someone who brings you light, joy, and happiness, who is funny as hell, call them, have that conversation. If it means you getting out and playing the street, it means if you have children, if it means getting those children out and doing something fun with them, if it means squirting each other in the yard in the summertime, if it means getting out and throwing snowballs in the wintertime, whatever your idea of fun are, many ideas of fun, schedule more fun, because I really see you need fun in your life. You actually need. And I've not seen this, and it just is weird. This is one of the few things I've ever seen. But you need more fun in your life. You're too damn serious, and you haven't really let yourself have fun. Okay,
and that's important, Dawn, too. Be around people that bring you joy, that have your back, that support you. Don't be around people that bring you down. It's all energy. Sometimes we have to move away from people because they dress psychically and mentally and physically and emotionally. We have to, you are responsible for being happy and bringing joy into your life. Don't expect other people to do it, but don't waste your time being around people that just keep taking.
Absolutely. Good morning, Sherry Beery. Nice to see you in.
Hi,
and you hear I said her name properly. Woohoo! I like calling it Sherry Berry, but I know the other day we were talking and she said it's actually Beery, if I remember right. So
okay.
But Angela says, yes, we are right. You do need more fun. Super, super, super. Next in line, and she says, yes, she deserves more joy. Absolutely.
Yes.
Next in line is Elizabeth Kuntz. And Elizabeth is wanting a general reading.
Okay, Elizabeth Kuntz. Let's see what we have here for you. Elizabeth. Oh man, you're in for some big changes. It's like, whatever road you're on right now, it's not working. So it's time to really kind of sit back and reprioritize your life because changes are necessary. You feel like you're not in control right now and you're worried about everything. You're worried about money. You're worried about this one, that one. And it's like, you know what? Step back, look at your life and see the changes you want to make so you can be happy, so you can be successful, so you can have it all. There's no reason why you can't have it all. And don't be afraid. Don't let fear enter into the picture. Everything we do every thought we have, every experience everything is either fear or love. So I want you to turn into love instead of fear. And, you came here in this world to make the best of it. And you're going to be making a lot of big changes, but the changes you make are going to bring in more prosperity, because right now you don't have the prosperity and everything that you want, but you will as soon as you're willing to make the changes necessary to manifest this. So go for it, girl. Don't be afraid.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm looking up angel number 55 because that is what came up during your reading. And it appears that the people who have made spiritual meaning of angel number 55 is that it will appear to the people who have made the changes. Those are more positive, creative, confident. Our angels are pushing us closer to our spiritual realm. So 55, again, is us finding our way to our spiritual self, our higher spiritual self. And you're going to go through some really intense, right now you're going through some intense cycles. So it seems like your emotions are, the things that come to you are stronger and more intense than they have been before. So if you're experiencing a low, you're probably experiencing a more intense low. If you're experiencing a high, you're experiencing a more intense high. I would look up the number 55, again, angel number 55, and get a clarity on that one, because that's important to you in this reading. Because again, I got the 55. They came up together. I'm getting a lot of togethers these days. Today is like really, it's very strange energy that way. But I do also find
the angels must be working overtime with you with all these numbers.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. The other thing that I'm getting from here is the King of Pentacles, and so I feel like because of some of these low lows and high highs, you've been on an emotional roller coaster, and it has kind of tested your patience and tested your situation in your relationship. But I'm getting the feeling like there's a conversation, and the conversation is helping you to actually reconnect in a way with your relationship, and finding a kind of maybe finding that there's something there still. There's something to salvage. There's something to work with. And so I see definitely a connection, a closer connection, a move toward that relationship. Again, because again, the lows and lows are lows, and the highs are very high. When you start tempering that, when you put that under control, and you don't, and everything's not such what do you call it? Everything is not such, again, 0 to 10. There's 4s and 5s and 6s. It helps, again, to regulate things. So again, that regulation will help you a lot to bring more clarity to your relationship and into your life. And then it's interesting here because, again, I see you moving forward in a more controlling way, because I feel like you lost control to a degree. And this is that, again, that's that control, taking control back, getting control back, owning yourself and moving forward. Because at one point you lost yourself that's what I got. That's a part I got. You lost yourself. You surrendered yourself. You felt like your self-worth was limited. And then you reflected that on your partner, and your partner wasn't feeling that. Your partner feels more than you think they did. And that's the enlightenment, which is nice. And now you're feeling yourself. You're feeling your energy. You're feeling your power. You're in your power. So own your power, continue with your power, and that's going to make a more balanced relationship. That's why all this is changing to your favor and your advantage. That's what I'm getting. Hopefully that works with you, Elizabeth. Excuse me. Again, look up 55, Elizabeth, as well. Let's see. Next in line. Hopefully that resonates with you, by the way, too. That would be kind of nice if it happens. If it does. Let's see. Angela says, I think a lot of people can relate to that because we all need more laughter and joy. Absolutely, Angela. You are correct. Hey, can I get on the list? Desire Coleman. We have already filled the list and we're almost through that list. We are going to be ending here about 9:00, and then we're switching over to Susan's page. So if you go over on Facebook, find Susan Grayson, Grayson, and her name will come across the screen down here. You'll see it as well. Find Susan Grayson on Facebook or YouTube or both, even better, and follow her. And you'll see when we come back up, because we're going off here at 9 or pretty darn close to it, and then back up on Susan's page at 9 or there soon after. So follow us over there. Make sure you follow Susan. Subscribe to Susan as well. And that's a good reminder. Oh my gosh, was that an intro for graphics? I think it was. And you know me, I love my graphics. So here we go.
I think you have
And
to go to the
please
bottom.
don't forget to hit those like buttons, folks. Please.
Batteries.
And while you're at it, Susan and I are sending you love and light for holiday season energy. Happy holidays. And for the young lady who I told you need some more joy in your life, this one's for you. Laugh a little. Alrighty then. There you go. I had to do it. I just had to do it. I couldn't resist. So here we go. Next in line, Elizabeth says it absolutely does. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Libby, next time we need you here. You need to be here for the Psychic Palooza. Everybody was asking about you. Yes. So next in line, of course, we see is Kay Miller. What you got for Kay there, Susan? Kay, are you still here?
Okay,
it's
this is
Kay
Kay
Jones, and it's Kay, Kweezy Jones, and Nita. Let me know, all three of you, if you're here. Okay. If you are not here, we will move beyond you. So again, confirm.
Okay, Kay.
Hey, Kina, how are you, Kina? Nice to see you in this morning. Kay is here, by the way.
Okay, Kay. Things are going to get a little smoother in 6 months if you can hang out there. If you can wait that long, there's a lot of drama around you, especially with the holidays. Oh, my goodness. People are into their drama. And I feel like you're especially worried about this one guy. I don't know if it's your son, husband, boyfriend, whatever. But things are going to get a little easier for him also in about 6 months' time. But, get away from this drama. These people that have to keep, gossiping or creating problems, you don't need that. If it doesn't pertain exactly to you, you need to just kind of step aside. But things will get better. You're going to have some answers as we get into the spring. And then like in 6 months from now, it should be smooth sailing for a while. So things are looking up, and don't get too down. Surround yourself with love and light, and just send that back to the world too, because everybody needs it. And God bless you.
Hey, Lori H. Despris, maybe is the French way. She says, from Branson, Missouri, happy holidays to you as well. So Sherry was saying that the young lady needs joy. She needs to hang out with Sherry because Sherry can make her happy. And I said, I think so. Sherry is funny as can be. Sherry has lots of energy. Let's see. Oh, yes. Is that another troll just popping in?
Another troll. Oh, boy.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary, for helping to take the load off us because, we don't know what we're doing. So I'm so glad that you jumped in there and offered to help. You are such a dear, sweet person. Bless her heart. Mm-hmm.
But yes, it's far away, far away.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Who is? We just did K, right?
We were doing K. Okay.
Yeah,
what do I got for K? Husband, yeah.
All right. Okay, I like that. K. Okay, get it. Patience, my dear. Come on, keep balance. Again, ups and downs, lows and highs. Let's try to find a balance in your life and in your relationship. Again, I'm getting that the relationship is tumultuous. I'm getting that there's highs and highs and lows. So let's try to get that smoothed out if we can. Sherry says, "May we have the day we deserve." I love it. Absolutely. And that she said, Mary, may you have the day you deserve. But I love that because you know what? That's also a very positive way to say it too, to everybody else. Because if you're bringing love and light and joy, then again, have the day you deserve. If you're bringing nasty, then that's right. And so Sherry, I love that saying from Sherry because it can go both ways. If you're doing some bad stuff, well, then you know what that means. If you're doing good stuff, then that's great too.
Yeah, Santa Claus is watching here.
Oh wow! I just had a visitor. How nice was that? Lovely. Somebody just walked in. Oh my God! It's a grandmother. Somebody's grandmother just walked in. Somebody who lost their grandmother about 5 years ago. Her name was Elizabeth. If you had a grandmother who walked away from this world 5 years ago, and her name was Elizabeth, she just walked in and she's saying hello. So if anybody can own that, let me know. If not, we'll just keep moving.
That's
More
beautiful.
importantly, I know. And she was just this big ball of light, and all of a sudden turned into grandma. It was so beautiful. The feeling. She makes me feel so wonderful. It's like I can see her with an apron on, and I can see she's like a shorter, smaller woman with an apron, and she just kind of stands there with like the hands like this. Oh my God, and she has these little like horn rimmed glasses. Oh my God, she's so cute. Anyway, she's here. But more importantly, again, relationship, not so tumultuous. Level. Find something that'll make it chill. Okay. Lori, the list is closed for today. We are getting ready to end this live, and then we're coming back on Susan's live. So Lori, if you go find Susan Grayson on your on Facebook and follow her, you'll see when we come up, because we're leaving here about 9 and we'll come right back on her page. So follow us over there, and if you're one of the first to get in, you'll get your questions answered there. Okay. Who is next? Next is, we are moving right through K Weezy Jones and then Anita. So what's that for
Anita?
Yes, what you got for K Weezy Jones first? K Weezy Jones.
Okay. Kweezy Jones. Okay. Let's see here. I didn't pick these cards, but all of a sudden I just got this information that it's time to maybe take up some classes. Maybe you're going to study something that's just going to add a little pizzazz to your life, or maybe it's time to go back to school, but there's new love coming in. Oh man, there's a lot of activity coming. Come spring, you are just going to get bombarded with opportunities. Love coming into your life, money coming into your life. This is a time for really planning things out. And like I said, for some reason, before I picked the cards, I was getting education or some classes or getting some new knowledge or learning something that's just going to add to your life, that make it a little more special. But get ready, because this next year you are going to be flying high. Everything is going your way. So get ready for the ride. This is going to be the ride of your life, my dear. Thank you.
Super good stuff going on there. Next in line and last in line is Nita. What you got for Nita?
Nita. Okay, Nita.
Nita, I see you rising above the conflict. Again, the conflict you're having with your job, because this is the ones, the conflict with your job is coming. You're rising above it. You're going to come to an end, and again, the end is right around the corner, because this is the Ten of Swords, and this has been a frustration for you. It's been a problem for a long time, but again, that frustration is coming to an end, and again, you will be rising to the top. So again, you're going to be victorious in this situation. So ride high with that job situation and start planning for your next place, your next position, your next opportunity, because that's next on the horizon. Don't wait. This is time to also start planning moving forward, because it's time to move forward. And look at this, love of this, 9 of Pentacles right around the corner. Again, finances are going to get better. So keep that in mind. What you got there, Susan?
This is so funny, because you were saying that frustration and everything. She's got the disappointment card. She's kind of in a slump right now, and she's refusing to see that things are going to get awesome. They're going to get better. There's love coming into your life, a wish fulfilled, celebration, maybe even a wedding or something. But this is awesome. Look at those cards. You're going to get your wishes. You're going to have what you want. You got to get out of that slump, and you got to get up and move on. Pick up your big girl panties, and it's time to move on and look at life. It's going to be wonderful. It's a challenge. It's exciting. It's an adventure. So get past that disappointment phase. It's don't stay in limbo. This is too many wonderful things getting ready to happen for you. And I want you to notice them. Be prepared.
Yep. And again, if you want to believe in your purpose, you have to keep company with people who believe in your purpose too. So make sure that you remember that. Again, if you're surrounded by people who are not believing in you, then you don't need to believe in them either. Move on. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Let it go.
Absolutely. Give grace, but not at the expense of your sanity. This is one thing that a lot of people hit that wall, and they keep hitting the wall because I want to help people. Well, guess what? If the people don't want to be helped, move on. Move on. So again, you can give grace, but only to those who are wanting it, only those who are willing. If you're giving it to those who don't deserve it or whatever, all they're doing is taking your grace, and they're taking your time, taking your energy. And if nothing else, they take your joy. So what do we do? What do we do instead? You do the affirmation. That's it. Yes, I believe in infinite abundance, and my wants and needs are always met. So with that said, we are pretty much done for the day on this channel. If you join us in a few minutes, and go to Susan Grayson's Facebook page, you will find us over there. Susan Grayson's YouTube page, you will find us there in just a few minutes. So join us there. And with that, we are out of here today. Susan, it's been fun. So I'm looking forward to picking this up on the other side and continuing.
Yeah, just a few more minutes. We'll be on another channel.
Absolutely. And with that said, hey, everybody.
Dawn. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we will see you in a few. So again, Susan Grayson, Grayson. See you in a few.
Thank you.